Finding out what homes sold for in Canada was always a challenge. You had to go through a real estate agent. In the US, it was easy. Just check Zillow or any of their competitor websites. More recently, this has changed. In Toronto, for instance, multiple websites have opened up to give you access to that data. Let's take a look. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today, I'm going to show you the resources that you need to know in order to find out what that house down the street sold for. This is so easy in the United States, and the fact that we had to wait this long to get that data in Canada is ridiculous. Of course, this is just the first step. We will see better services come out in the near future, that's for sure, but I'm going to give you some of these today which will be helpful to you. Specifically in Toronto, I'll show you two good ones, and then I'm going to give you the list which gives you all the provinces as a breakdown. So let's begin. The first one is Bungol, B-U-N-G-O-L. Now, initially, there was a rule in place that these companies weren't allowed to give the data to the public, and there was all this litigation back and forth, back and forth. This website here was around actually before they were allowed to be operating. I was using it regularly, and so today they are now operational fully. They've updated it, they've made it much better, and so I'm bringing that to you. A subscriber had brought this up to me and said, you should do a video about it, so I thought, hey, why not? So this is just one of the resources, but basically if I go through here and I type in the word Toronto, which by the way I typed in Vancouver as well, and there was a couple listings, but I think it's really dedicated towards Toronto. So I can punch that in, I can look through the green dots, which are the ones that have sold, and then of course as it shows you here, login required. It's a free login, there's nothing that's restricting you from doing this, but I just haven't logged in here. But it gives you the details, gives you the price history, all that data that you would want, that you would normally find so easily on a website like Zillow in the United States. The things are expanding, and I've seen that. I'm hoping that Zillow does officially expand into Canada fully so we can get some real data. But these resources are very good for people today. You don't really need that much data. I mean, you want to know what it's sold for, maybe the price history and so on. These websites will give you that. So again, you click on the green dots, that's the ones that have sold already. The blue dots are ones that are for sale. So instead of checking your normal realtor or MLS listings, you can just use this one website, and it is updated rather frequently. So that's number one, and let's go on to number two. Okay, so this is House Sigma. By the way, all the links will be in the description under the sources at the bottom, but what we're looking at here is a similar fashion when you can just search it out, you can find the house you're looking for, see what it's sold at. For example, this one here says just sold, so I can click on it, I can get the details of that, it'll bring it up. Here we're looking at it, you can see the list price, you can see what it sold for, and that just gives you an idea, similar to what you would find in a MLS listing, but actually giving you the details of what it sold for, which is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. So that is another one. This one requires another login that is free as well. So you could see that for yourself. Links will be in the description, as I said. Now let's look at the list of all of them within Canada. Here is a province by province guide on where to find real estate sold in Canada. I'm not going to go through all the details, but basically what you're looking at is the province on the very left hand side, and on the right hand side, where can I find more? That is basically listed out there. You can click on the link, it'll bring you over. Each province is different. There's so many rules and regulations for no reason whatsoever. It should be publicly available to everybody, and there's no reason why they should have all these rules in place, but hey, that's the way it is. Canada's very restrictive, as you know. This just gives you what you need to know wherever you are in Canada, and I just wanted to make it very clear to everybody so that they have this information. This is part of the e-course. I have a lot of videos in there. I think at least 30 videos that are part of the Money GPS free e-course for everyone to check out. Lots of data, lots of information. I will link to it at the very, very end of this video if you're unaware of it, so stay tuned for that. If you found this video informative, please give me a thumbs up. When you give me a thumbs up, you are supporting this channel, so I do appreciate that very much. Last but not least, if you want the financial education you were not taught in school, these two books have everything that you need. I talk about real estate in here, I talk about Canada in here as well. I get into the details of the global financial system, so check them out at the link below if you want the audiobook that's available at themoneygps.com. If you want to learn more, this e-course is for you. It's a playlist that I have. You can just click through it, see the videos, maybe select one or two that you enjoy. This link will provide you direct access to the playlist, so check it out and I will see you there.